Well, if you guys are fans of this channel, you know I'm a pretty big fan of Henry Cavill. I really think he understands what being Superman means, and in many of his other roles, especially The Witcher, he's pretty awesome. Now recently, he sat down with The Hollywood Reporter, and he answered all kinds of really interesting questions regarding his future as Superman, and maybe even being part of the MCU. Let's take a couple minutes to break down the report and talk about what he had to say. Now before we dive in though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, the huge giveaway. We're going to give away a PlayStation 5 at 25,000 subscribers. All you need to do to get in on the giveaway is be a subscriber and leave us a comment. Also, while you're at it, check out the Buy Me a Comic link down below. It's a pretty cool way to support this channel with a tiny bit of pocket change, all while creating zero new obligation for yourself. We really appreciate it. Well, right now the one and only Henry Cavill is making all the rounds to promote his return to The Witcher, which premieres on Netflix next month. But if you're a fan of Henry, you know there are a lot of things going on in his life, especially on the rumor side of the fence. Now recently, he sat down with The Hollywood Reporter, and he did a full interview. I've linked it down below, and I have to say, if you're a fan of Henry, you need to check this out. I like this guy. He's full of class, he's smart, and he seems to really understand his fans. Now, there were two big topics that sort of concern us here, so let's break them both down. The first one is the possibilities of him coming to the MCU, and he did discuss a little bit about how awesome it would be if he could play Captain Britain, which I have to think probably had Kevin Feige making a phone call almost immediately. Now, this is what Henry had to say. I'm never going to say a Marvel character that is already being played by someone else because everyone's doing such a good, amazing job. However, I have the internet, and I have seen the various rumors about Captain Britain, and that would be loads of fun to do, a cool, modernized version of that, like the way they modernized Captain America. There's something really fun about it, and I do love being British. Now again, I love how classy Henry is here, making it really clear he would never vie for anybody else's character. This is why fans love this guy. And I have to say, I cannot think of anybody who would make a better Brian Braddock than Henry Cavill. Captain Britain is a wicked cool character, and he's been around in Marvel since the 1970s and opens doors to all kinds of new and interesting areas in the Marvel comics, including the recently Easter egged Excalibur, which was just in the Eternals. Now, obviously, many people remember Henry Cavill from Superman, when he played the character in Man of Steel. Now, I think collectively, we all agree it was sort of a bad thing that movie never got like a direct sequel, and now it appears there are a lot of different things going on with the franchise. Now, in this interview, he not only talked about his hopes for a new Man of Steel movie, he also addressed a little bit where the DC Extended Universe appears to be going right now. He was actually asked directly about these new Superman projects, specifically the J.J. Abrams and Takeshi Coates project, as well as the Michael B. Jordan, both of which will feature an African-American Superman. And Henry had a nice thought surrounding that. He said, "It's exciting. Superman's far more than a skin color. Superman is an ideal. Superman is an extraordinary thing that lives in our hearts. Why not have multiple Supermen going on? Joaquin Phoenix did a wonderful Joker movie, so what if it's not tied to the rest of the franchise? They have multiple Superman comic book storylines happening at the same time." And again, in Henry Cavill being the classy guy he is and showing support to the franchise itself and really encouraging fans to give it a chance, which I do like. Also, his take on what Superman means and what Superman is absolutely perfect, and like I said earlier in the video, this is one of the reasons we love him so much. Now, he did talk about returning to the Man of Steel franchise though, and he made it pretty clear he absolutely would come back. Now, he dove deeply into the Zod scene, which I'm not going to read you the full quote, but he talked about that emotional weight that Superman had to carry, as well as how he improv that scream that eventually made it into the movie. When speaking directly to returning, he said, "There's an opportunity for growth after that to explore the psyche of Superman as a deep, seemingly invulnerable god, like being hurt with feelings on the inside. As I always say, the cape is still in the closet." So clearly, Henry Cavill has not closed the door to playing Superman in the future. And, you know, the fan appeal for him has not seemed to simmer down at all. Despite there being absolutely zero signs of him returning to the DC Universe, fans on almost a daily basis make it pretty clear they want him to return to the role. I guess the big question then would be, is Warner Brothers listening? What do you guys think? How do you feel about Henry Cavill talking a little bit about these new Superman projects and showing them some intimate support? And do you think he will ever come back to reprise his role as the Man of Steel in the sequel to the 2013 Zack Snyder feature? sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, we're not going to get any updates. Peace.